Island Turtle here. Welcome to BOMISpirit. So this is the Aloha Friday hangout. Aloha Friday. I hope you guys are enjoying your day and your weekends so far for those who are already off of work. Normally, if you guys are new, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Hold on, let me make sure this live chat is on. There we go. So for those who are new, we normally just kind of hang out a little bit. We do some channel messages, we talk about collective energies, and we pull some cards as well. We're gonna do it a little bit differently today though. Hey Empress Touch, Michelle, hey guys. I know I didn't like preemptively schedule this. Alejandra, hey sis, nice to see you here. We're live. Speaking very frankly, I almost didn't go live today. To be very honest, I've been guided to kind of take a step back from lives. But it just felt so weird to not go live today. And I'll be honest, it's something that I'm fighting, but I know it's better for me to not be live as much on YouTube. So I'm trying, but this is like, I'm letting this be I'm letting this be for today. Hey Fola, oh my God, I feel like I haven't seen you in so long. I'm so curious how your life is going. Like, you still cruising, not cruising? I don't know. I'm just curious, but I hope you're doing great. Soul Storyteller, hey, I thought we would not have a live. I know. It felt weird to not. It felt really weird to not. I'm trying my best, but we are going to do this a little differently. We are not going to be live as long as we normally are. That is for sure. And I will hold myself accountable to that. I absolutely will. I know I say that every time. Hold on a second. Just getting a pen. I know I say that every time, but I mean it this time. So we're just going to dive right in. And I'm going to pull some cards for the collective. We're going to let the messages flow and take it from there. But I am going to keep this under 2 hours. I'm going to try to keep it under an hour, ideally. I know we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I know I need to take a step back, and I am. I'm taking baby steps. Baby steps. The flow is long, and I'm here for it. Thank you. Okay. All right. So starting with the collective energy, we're actually going to start the Wisdom of Oracle. And we did just have the full moon in Cappy yesterday. So I hope you guys have been enjoying that and anything that's been coming up for you in relation to that. This full moon, it's a really great full moon energy. Full moons are normally about like letting go, as we know. And we're getting a little bit of an assist from the North Node energy, since it is sextile the North Node in Pisces. And that's amazing. We have a lot aspecting Lilith in Scorpio and Juno in Scorpio, especially between Mars and Virgo, alongside Mercury as well. So there's a lot about going after or attaining or having certain experiences that are aligned with your desires, right? But going after them or experiencing them, there's this component of intuitive precision, like intuitive action and catching the moments. That I would say is like the biggest thing with this full moon in Capricorn. Are you able to recognize and discern the moment that you're in? And can you catch the moment to act on your desires? Bit of that hunter energy we've been talking about as well throughout the week, and I want to see them before this week. As I'm talking, my voice is getting all it's interesting. But yeah, let's go ahead and pull some cards where the collective is at. You can treat this as a weekend reading or just a present moment reading. Take it as you will, because sometimes you guys catch this after the fact. But yeah, let's do a quick collective read here. Any messages or insights for the collective at this time? They're showing me elephants. Elephants to me are usually an animal that's about like moving through obstacles, right? Breaking down barriers if you need to, needing to make big moves if you need to, but with wisdom, right? With wisdom. Imagine is coming out here for the collective. That moon is really jumping out as well. 20 breaking down to a 2. I've never noticed that. I've never noticed that about, whoa. Sorry, I'm seeing all kinds of things I've never noticed about this card. I never noticed the person in the middle, or the staircase, or the little pillars that she's standing in between. And with the sun, not the sun, oh, excuse me, the moon, there's a vague, blurry sun behind the moon, but you can barely see it. That is so interesting. Um, the moon card may be coming up a lot for people this time, but also full moon Capricorn just occurred and we're still kind of in the window of that energy. But the way that sun feels so elusive, it's giving me this vibe of like, yeah, again, catching the moment. So this came up with patrons. Yesterday we met for the full moon hangout yesterday. And in that we did speak about these moments that we can't plan for them, right? This is why relying on our intuition at this time is super important, to recognize the moment when it emerges, to take action on something or to say something that will help align to your deepest desires. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting here with imagine. It's like, can you see the moment when it happens, even if like it's not super planned out? Like that's kind of how it's coming through. It's like, because moon is very elusive, right? Moon is mystery, it's emotion, it's psychic energy, it's the realms, it's very malleable. And sometimes it shows us truth and sometimes it doesn't. But what's behind that is this like veiled sun. It's like veiled like illumination or even veiled new beginnings here. And imagine, usually this card speaks about the impact of actually, well, being a magi, right? Imagine, imagination, magic, magician, magi, right? It all coincides together here. But yeah, that's what I'm getting with this. Yeah. Are you able to work with the moments as they come and see the potential of every moment? The right moment to say something, the right moment to do something that helps to further align you to your desires, right? That is being a magician. I love everyone's like, hey, Clyde, he's around here somewhere. He's around here somewhere. Can I get another card for the collective, please? Can I get another card for the collective at this time? Thank God you're here. Hello. Can I get another card for the collective at this time? And now another thing too with this woman Capricorn, I briefly touched on it, but working with fate. Working with fate is part of this full moon. Aloha from Oahu. Aloha. Can I get another card, please? As I say that, we get higher power. Wow. Wow. Got chills on that one. So we have 20 breaking down to a 2 on imagine, and we have 4 with higher power here. Okay, the numbers wanted to be called out. So yeah, again, it's like this is a time to be working with your intuition, your discernment, your instincts, right? Intuitive action with precision. All of that is part of this full moon, but it is also about working with the cosmic forces that are happening right now, because we are supported. We have extra support at this time for alignment and progression, including embracing new things, right? Full moons are normally about letting go. And this one with Capricorn is no exception to that. But also with the old comes the new, right? With making space comes the invitation to act on the moment. I like that. Another component to this full moon too is karmic balance and justice. That is absolutely a big theme for a lot of people this full moon. However, that may be coming up for you. Okay, I just wanted to mention that. But with Imagine a Higher Power, this just feels like massive co-creation support. Okay, can I get a third card for the collective? Can I get a third card for the collective, please? Oh, I was gonna say, I was getting that feeling of like, life is too short, life is too short, life is too short, and almost the question of timing. Because again, the emphasis around this period of time, it's not about having the right plan or the right, like, you know, like having things planned out in a certain way or order. It is about literally working with the present moments that arise for the right alignment for things that you want, right? Again, being the magi and co-creation. And sometimes you just have to find or feel out the right wave, the right moment to ride and to act, go to distance. Yeah, 47 breaking down to an 11. Yeah, for those who have been struggling with like having certain plans or certain, like, you know, doing things in a certain way or divine timing, all of that stuff. Oh, on the bottom, we have come to the edge. We'll come to that. We'll come back to that in a second. But if you have been struggling with the notion of like, when's the right time to do this or when's the right time to say that, feel the moment. The moment will show itself. Catch the moment. Catch the wave. Trust your gut. Trust your intuition, and co-create with what's being presented to you, right? And when that moment happens, and you know, don't hold back. Jump for it. The bottom card being come to the edge is no surprise here, and I'll explain why. So Mercury is in Leo, and with this full moon, it has actually been squaring off Lilith and Juno, where Mars has been positively aspecting Lilith and Juno, as has the full moon in Capricorn. So what's happening with that is like Mercury and Leo is creating a little bit of a tension where we're having a lot of help and we're having a lot of doors opening and we're having a lot of flow of energy in terms of, again, this like Lilith, Juno, Scorpio energy, what we want, what our desires are, and what we want to be deeply committed to, or even what we feel soul led or soul called to. Jupiter and Cancer is part of this energy too, as it's working with Vesta and Scorpio, but not important for right now. What's important with this coming to the edge, Mercury and Leo creating the squares. Mercury and Leo on its own is normally like a very confident, very charismatic, very playful way of communicating and getting ready to like make plans with people and create and, you know, really like be in the spotlight and go for things. But when it's squaring off with certain energies, especially Lilith, there's this battle that happens between intuitive action or intuitive action, which is very Lilith, also supported by Mars and Virgo, making the action component of it more potent. But there's this battle that kind of happens with our intuitive primal instincts and our logical mind. And it kind of makes Mercury halt. It kind of makes Mercury go, oh, I don't know. Kind of makes Mercury go, not so sure. Did I read that moment right? I don't know. That's what come to the edges here for. You got to push past that discomfort. Mercury and Leo also squaring off Lilith and Scorpio can bring about insecurities, right? Because Lilith also can touch on to fears, as can Scorpio, in the very confident and prideful Leo energy, kind of highlighting some deeper insecurities when it comes to acting or saying something, or am I reading this right? This is not a time to be super logical. This is a time to actually be very much in your body, to be very much reliant on your intuition and your primal instincts, to go with what feels right in your gut and what feels right in your soul. And that does mean for some people that moments where you are battling yourself, you're feeling a little insecure, a little doubtful, push past that. Get out of your comfort zone and just go for it. When you know, you know. When the moment presents itself, and it feels right in the body, it feels right in your spirit, it feels right in your intuition, that's the time to go for it, no matter how uncomfortable it might make your mind or your ego. Okay? So that's some of the energy we got going on right now. That being said, where are we at? See, I did that in under 15 minutes. Very proud of myself, can't lie. If you've been around for a while, you know, I could really take my time with collective energy. I am going to pull for signs. I'm going to challenge myself here and just do one card. I'm going to try. Y'all know how I am. I'm going to try. I'm going to do my best there. Let me just write all them out first. We're going to start with air. Start with air signs. Starting with Gemini. What's going on for Geminis? Can I get a card for my Geminis? I'm going to try to just do one. Gemini, immediately, I'm getting like a veil-y white kind of energy, almost like someone's wearing a veil. I don't know, maybe you're getting married. Maybe you're getting married, maybe you're going to a wedding. Yeah, it's giving me white veil. White veil. Something feels very like wispy and soft about it. Can I get a card for Gemini? You know what else it's giving me? It's giving me 8 of Cups too. Gemini, maybe you feel like you finally moved past a threshold or a veil or a doorway that maybe it's been hard for you to move past, because it is. It's giving me 8 of Cups, like letting go of the past, letting go of things you've really held on to emotionally, maybe in things that have kind of like made you feel kind of stuck. And I'm giving, yeah, thank you. It's giving me the vibe, Gemini, that yeah, you've been in a threshold. I almost want to, I don't know, my chin is itchy in your energy. I don't really know what the chin's about. This is like so weird. Don't mind me. Something with your chin, Gemini. I don't know. If anyone knows like Chinese medicine and like the body mapping, please put information there. But yeah, Gemini, with this 8 of Cups energy, this like white veil-y energy, I feel like you've literally been in a gateway or in a threshold. And I feel like you're just moving past it. Can I get a card for Gemini? I don't know why this wants to be said. You're walking through it alone. I feel like there was weight to that. There was like energetic weight to saying that to you. You're walking through it alone. Maybe that makes you feel some kind of way. Can I get a card for Gemini? Wow. Gemini, I got chills. We have King of Cups energy, Scorpio. I feel like this is you. Keep in mind, because energy is energy, it's not linear. And I'm reading collective for Gemini. This could be someone you know. But I do feel like there's a lot of emotion within you as you're like walking past this threshold, walking through this with this 8 of Cups energy and leaving something behind and going towards, well, your future, really. But you're doing it in a way where you are full of a lot of emotion, but not necessarily like overwhelmed by it. King of Cups is someone who's a master of their emotional body. They have a lot of emotional intelligence and strength, and they have a lot of love to give, even if it's just to themselves. And I feel like this is where you're at. You're full of love and you're full of gratitude as you're walking beyond this threshold. But with the 8 of Cups usually goes to the 10, but they're being very clear though, you're walking through this by yourself. So maybe there are some people or a person you are leaving behind, whether you love them or not. But I feel like whatever you're walking towards or into, the 10 of Cups is waiting for you, whether you realize that or not. And maybe a part of you does. The kings always manage the 10s or deal with the 10s that they're associated with. The King of Cups manages or handles the 10 of Cups, right? And like 8 of Cups always does go to the 10. So I think the 10 of Cups is waiting for you. Let's move on to Libra. Hi, Bubby. Hi. All right. Libra. Fruit is coming up for you. Lots of fruits. Maybe you're making a fruit salad. I don't know. What? Anyway. Like it's so bizarre. Like I'm getting bananas, pears, apples, oranges, pineapple. Like maybe you're making a fruit punch. Maybe you're getting in the mix with a lot of different people. But fruits. Fruits. Sweetness of life is what I'm hearing with that. Libra, some of you guys may actually be eating more. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but it almost feels like you're eating sweetness, or you're like digesting sweetness. You're consuming sweetness, you're consuming pleasure, you're consuming love. There's a reason. Yeah, if you've like had weird cravings recently, or you've been eating more, you're just, I feel like you're just going through a little bit of a process, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It just feels very natural. Libra. Can I get a card for Libra? I'm getting like 3 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles for you. Hey, Susie. Thank you. I saw you responded to my email. I haven't opened it yet. Haven't had the time just yet. But I did see you responded. So I'm glad you got my email. Yeah, Libra. Yeah, I'm getting like 3 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles. You got 2 cards here. Interesting. So we have Hermit and the Magician. This feels like you spending time with what you want to bring into your life. I think you're actually trying to bring in more sweetness. I think you're trying to bring in more people, more good times, more pleasure, more reciprocal relationships and good times. Could even be like with one person, but I feel like it's a general thing actually. Like you're wanting more fun. But again, healthy, like healthy and reciprocal is what I'm getting. But you're pulling this in. Some of you don't realize you're pulling this in, is what I'm hearing too. Yeah, some of you guys don't realize you're actually in magician mode and you're making things happen. Some of you are very aware. But that's just what I'm getting. You're trying to pull in more fruits, more sweetness, more pleasure. But again, they show me the Three of Cups and the Six of Pentacles, which to me says the way you interact with people. Even bringing in situations or people that are very supportive and giving to you. Yeah, that's what I'm getting, Libra. Okay. Aquarius. Aquarius, if memory serves, your reading last time was a little... oh my God. Rough. That's what I was going to say. Oh. oh my God. Aquarius. The throat. The throat. I feel like I literally choked on my own breath. What's going on for Aquarius? I'm a little nervous to get in your energy. Immediately, I'm getting a lot of purple. A lot of purples. Which to me says crown. You could be intuiting a lot at this time. Dreams could be really crazy for you at this time. So Aqua... oh, there's something with your throat. There's something with your throat and communication. The little hummingbird is back. Sorry, let's refocus. Aqua, I was getting this feeling like you're being bathed in this like purple light. You could be working with the violet flame at this time. You could just be feeling very wrapped in divinity, very wrapped in calm. I want to say wrapped in love, even if that just comes from spirit. But you're feeling very wrapped in this purple energy. It doesn't feel constraining. It feels really good. Oh, he's gone already. But the throat, there's clearly something with the throat with you. Can I get a card for Aquarius? Oh. Is this what you're wanting to communicate? We have Ace of Wands. The aces are normally about new beginnings, but the Ace of Wands is the sacred flame. It is the passion, it is the fire of the soul that gets us going and motivated and driven to do things or to have certain experiences, whether it's desire or it's passion. Aqua, I feel like this is on your mind and, well, really from within your body. This is something you're feeling. I'll say it that way. You're feeling alit, you're feeling ignited, you're feeling catalyzed, you're feeling stirred and inspired. I want to say you're feeling a lot, but at the same time, you're being wrapped in this like purple energy. I need a second card for you with this throat. Can I get a card for what's going on with the throat for Aquarius? I think there's a desire to say something about what you're feeling here in that Ace of Wands. And maybe being wrapped in this purple energy is going to help you do that. Again, it just feels like being hugged by spirit for the most part, or divinity. What is this throat thing with Aqua? Can I get a card for Aqua regarding the throat? Yeah, it's about what you want. Six of Cups on the bottom. Six of Cups on the bottom. Some of you guys is about a relationship. Again, you're feeling very inspired. You're feeling very like catalyzed, activated, awakened, dare I say. Something in you has been awakened. Something in you has been awakened. Something within you has been awakened. You're going to be going through an awakening with all this purple energy. But with the Nine of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, this is you wanting to be happy and wanting to go for what makes you feel fulfilled. But with the Six of Cups on the bottom, it can be about a soul connection or someone that you feel very familiar with or someone that you share history with. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, King of Cups. Aqua, I have a feeling that you have a lot of feelings for someone. Someone makes you feel a lot and you want to do something about it, but I feel like the throat, like something's getting caught in the throat. I feel like your throat is blocked. It's like, again, it almost is like you're choking on the truth. You're choking on the truth. You're suffocating with the truth. Work on the throat, Aqua. All right, let's move on. Fire, water, or earth? We're going to go with earth, starting with Taurus. Taurus. What's going on for my Taurians? Taurus. What's going on for Taurus? Taurus, I don't know if it's you or someone you know. The visual is cracking me up. I gotta be honest. The visual is making me smile. I'm seeing like a big lion, like there's like toys around them, like giant balls and things, and they're just like, like kind of pouty, but like, I'll play, but I don't want to. Like, but they're like, I don't know if you know the Leo, but there's this vibe of like someone's pouting, and maybe in a Four of Cups energy. It feels like a display. It doesn't have to be, but you know, sometimes people do that, right? They'll like feign or dramatize their feelings to get people to pay attention or to get people to ask or inquire. But yeah, whether this is you or someone you know, it's like someone's in self-pity. Someone's in self-pity right now. But the visual is really crying, like, but as a lion. So this, you know, again, Leo energy, or you could be dealing with someone who's a lion person. Again, this could even be you. What's going on with Taurus? The curtain's been pulled back. Taurus, the curtain's been pulled back for you. Something's been unveiled. Maybe that's what's created this pouty state. I keep seeing it, and it's funny. It is. It's just funny. Something's been unveiled. Something is out in the open. What's out in the open here now for Taurus? Red seems to be a prominent color. Even like the balls that the lion was like kind of playing with, not really, performatively playing with in a pouty way, were red. But I'm actually seeing curtains drawn back and they're red as well. You got two. Oh, it seems like there was a conversation. So we have Knight of Swords and the Three of Wands. The Knight of Swords is unveiling the truth. Knight of Swords always delivers the truth. It almost feels disruptive, actually. And we have the Page of Wands at the bottom. I think there's, yeah, with the Devil. Yeah, so Taurus, I think you've got an attention seeker on your hands, or someone who likes drama. And I only say that because the Devil with the Page of Wands, like, that's a shadowy Page of Wands energy, which can be someone who's like a reverse Page of Wands. That's like immaturity, right? That's someone who's like sarcastic. That's someone who like can throw a tantrum because they're not getting what they want, right? It's, again, shadowy fire, childlike energy. Could even be dealing with a child, you know, on nightlife. But the Knight of Swords with Three of Wands, I feel like you're in this Three of Wands energy and you're being disrupted by a Knight of Swords energy in the context of this. And I want to say it showed you someone's true nature. Like someone's like immaturity is what I want to say. Again, it feels very attention seeking to me. And I feel like, again, they've just disrupted you. Like you're focused on things, you're focused on yourself. I want to say focused on growing certain things in your life or just enjoying life. Three of Wands is a very optimistic card. And it's like the Knight of Swords comes out of left field with this kind of energy. This could even be like indicative of like bad news as well. I feel like you're just finding out someone's true nature. Very full moon. Let's move on to Virgo. Virgo. Any messages or insights for my Virgos? I think I'm going to make it under an hour, you guys. For all the signs and everything. Virgo. Any messages or insights for Virgo? What's going on for my Virgos? What's going on for my Virgos? Virgos, I feel like you're trying to make it through a transition right now. Or you're just trying to make it, is how it's coming through. They're showing me the camel and they're showing me the bat. Bat to me is very transition oriented. And also seeing the light in the dark. Like bats are also part of that too, but they have more of a scorpionic death birth kind of energy to them. But the camel to me is resilience and planning and being focused and being steady, consistent. That's your bread and butter. Yeah, I feel like you're trying to make it through something right now. Can I get a card for Virgo? I'm hearing the word spots. Spots. Why is that coming up? Seeing maybe similar to Taurus, seeing someone's spots, seeing the pattern. It's actually giving me like looking at a cat's coat, you know, like the markings of a cat. Again, something with you and Taurus is also similar there. I don't know what to make of that. It's just coming through, so I'm putting it out there. Snow leopards may be a thing. Don't know your life, don't know the synchronicity has been coming up for you, but snow leopards are even coming up here, which to me says camouflage. Camouflage. That's what the spots are about. Camouflage. As you're making it through a transition, are you trying to be under the radar about it? Are you trying to like be camouflaged into the background so people don't see you or notice you with what you're going through? Or is it someone around you? Yeah, someone's got camouflage going on. I think it's you, actually. I think it's you. It could be someone around you. Take it as you will. Yeah, camouflage. Camouflage. Virgo, you have the 10 of Wands with the 6 of Wands. I feel like you're trying to make it out of a situation or get through a situation that's really difficult here with the 10 of Wands. But like I keep getting you're trying to do it in secret, or you're trying to do it like in a camouflaged way to get success. Maybe you're worried that like if you have interesting, we have 9 of Swords here too. Maybe you're worried that if you have too much attention or eyes on you during this difficult time that you won't make it happen. That could definitely be part of this here. I'm just gonna get one more. Can I get one more for Virgo? Yeah, I just heard chameleon. Yeah, that's your energy. That's you. Yeah, Judgment. Yeah, Virgo. You're trying to make it through something right now that is a lot for you. It's requiring a lot. It's probably very exhausting. It's probably taking up a lot of your bandwidth. But Judgment being here, you are being spiritually led through it, is also what I want to say with Judgment being here. And I think you also recognize some aspects to it that, one, are not sustainable, but also how to get through it successfully with the 6 of Wands. And I'm getting this like camouflage chameleon energy with you is like part of it. And I think that's between you and Spirit. Okay, Capricorn. Sea goats. Hi, sea goats. Whew, what's going on for Cappies? Cappies. I'm already seeing the 10 of Swords. I got chills after I said that. Capricorns, I think you're letting something go. It is your full moon. Would stand to reason, right? There may be something for everybody in this Capricorn reading just because of the nature of the full moon. Just mentioning that. Oh, Cappy, this doesn't feel good. Y'all know me. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. And this also would not be a shock, by the way. Some of this hasn't hit yet. Yeah, they keep showing me the 10 of Swords. 4 of Wands. Capricorn, there's a knowing that something can't continue as it has been. Just saw a burn lit on the telephone wires. I said that. With the 4 of Wands, that could be a lot of things. That could be a housing situation. That could be a relationship. It could be even the way that you interact with people in specific spaces like school, yoga studio, whatever, you know, where you congregate with people. There's something about that needs to change, or again, just cannot stay the same. And which is not always bad, right? It's like that allows for change, that allows for evolution, that allows for the new. What else is going on for Capricorn? I can feel it. There's a heaviness though. It almost feels like a 3 of Swords kind of energy. Hearing dreaming. Dreams could be showing you a lot. Again, it is your full moon. Oh, Cappies, you guys feel like there's a lot going on right now. Because now I'm getting like with the dreams, almost like there's ideas of what you would like. There's ideas or notions of what would feel good, but it also has this feeling of like, oh, it's just a dream, or oh, it's just a fantasy. Like, no, you can make anything real if you want to, right? So I don't know, we don't have a card out for you yet, Cappies, but these are layers of things I'm getting with you. Can I get a card for Capricorn, please? Can I get a card for Capricorn? Can I get a card for Capricorn? You can't escape is what I'm hearing. Maybe that's your own inner dialogue. There's no escape. I don't like the way that sounds. There's no escape. I think there is, though, with the 2 of Wands here. Maybe this is something you're going to become aware of. Because whatever is needing to change, you have a knowing that it needs to change. Again, in the context of 4 of Wands, it's just what came through. Whether that's a housing thing or a relationship or a foundation of something like a job or like the way you interact with people in certain like congregation spaces, right? That needs to shift and you know it. At the same time, I keep getting this like dreaming energy, maybe even a little bit of fantasizing, but I feel like there's something going on in dream time as well for you about what you would like. And I feel like maybe you've gone through a little bit of a battle here. And again, this may be playing out right now of, oh, I can't have that, blah, blah, blah. I can't escape, blah, blah, blah. But 2 of Wands indicates you can, right? 2 of Wands is making a solid decision and sticking with it, of going towards something else or something new or even creating space. The 2 of Wands I've started to see as a card of creating space, right? Because they're standing in the castle, which has been very much cultivated, like the 4 of Wands. And you have one that's like anchored in, bolted, and another one facing another direction, the same direction where this person's holding the globe, like holding the world in their hands and all the possibilities of what's ahead. This is making the conscious decision to create space from what has already been cultivated in your life and allowing for new things to come in, which I think is more along the lines of like the things you want. So there is an escape. Yeah, 3 of Pentacles on the bottom. This could be collaborations and teamworks, making plans with people, the way you cultivate with people, but it's relatively in the realm of new things. Can I get one other card for Capricorns here about what's wanted? But what Capricorn wants or what Capricorn's heading towards with this 2 of Wands energy? They're showing me the sun. Ooh! Nice. We have the World and the King of Pentacles. That looks lovely. Wow. So some of you guys, this is major with the World being here. This is like Saturn return cycles. This is like new chapters of life. This is like closing major karmic lessons and cycles and things. Could even indicate traveling of some kind. But the King of Pentacles, you're looking very solid here as you do this, as you allow for what cannot stay the same to finally change, right? And to allow for the possibility of what could be, especially in the realm of what you want. And it seems like you're also being set free here in some regard. You just got to believe it. Yeah, Ace of Swords also poking out here, the truth of that. Interesting. All right, let's move on. Fire or water? Fire. You guys feel weird. I think we're going to do fire last today. Cancer. Crabby Crabs, happy birthday. Cancer. What's going on for my Cancers? Ooh. Cancers, my crown just did something funky in your energy. Cancers, I think a lot of you are spending time around kids. There's an emphasis on children or the child, inner child. This is a bit of a collective energy, which Jupiter being in your sign, there's a lot of collective energy in your readings right now. Yeah, I feel like Cancer, you're doing what you can to honor the inner child right now. Some of you are doing that by way of spending time with family, children specifically, playtime, right? The way you want to play with others, the way you want to play in your own space, but honoring the joy and curiosity. It's a key word there for you. The joy and curiosity of the child, or doing that with other kids in a way that helps them to grow, which is really nice. Some of you might want to start working with children when maybe that hasn't crossed your mind before. Cancer. Cancer. Any messages or insights for Cancer? They just keep showing me cups. You're just playing in your element right now. You're dabbling in the element of love and creation. Innocence. I wouldn't call that an element, but innocence. What else is going on for Cancer? Oh, Cancer. I'm just saying. On the bottom, Venus Cancer with the Two of Cups. And your cards that came out, we have the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So it's interesting because I feel like you're kind of frolicking in your own, I was going to say playpen. You're frolicking in your own pool of love and cups and innocence and water and fun and frolic. You're frolicking in whatever you want to frolic in right now. But the Knight of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands, you're in this Queen of Wands energy. So it's not just the cups, right? You're also in this like very inspired space, which is really beautiful. Some of you a creative space. The Knight of Pentacles, though, I'm getting a couple things, especially the Two of Cups being here. One being, this is how you are choosing to devote and invest your time consistently with this energy you're finding yourself in, right? Whether that is just purely play and frolic or not. Some of you are actually monetizing your passion, right? Some of you are doing that, and you may also be having the help of another person doing that. The other thing that I'm getting with you, Cancer, I'm getting a lot with you. The Knight of Pentacles for me is the gatekeeper, is the guardian. The Knight of Pentacles, out of all the knights, is the closest to the king and the queen because they are the most reliable and the most consistent and the most mature, okay? And the most intentional. This is feeling a little bit like you almost have a protector of sorts, or like a guardian or a gatekeeper with you while you're doing this. And if so, they're your ally. They're someone that you can really trust. You may even bounce ideas off of them. Oh, you may bounce ideas off of them. Wheel of Fortune coming in here, also indicating that Jupiter being in your sign is working wonders for you in this. Yeah, this is really interesting. I keep feeling protector. Like, even like, look at the way he's like, he or she is positioned against you. Like, you get to be in your Cancerian, again, playpen, whatever. And here is someone guarding your gate. Could even be a guide. But again, the Two of Cups being here implies that this person's very physical. So yeah, I think you would already know who this is. Some of you, this is the desire of someone in your life, that they're not actively doing this right now, but they want to. They want to work with you. They want to support you. They want to help you. They want to be your ally. They want to look out for you. This is, I mean, to be honest, Cancer, it's kind of feeling like love. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Cups, Two of Cups, the Three of Cups. There's an Ace of Cups there, which is emotion and love with the world. Cancer, you know who this is. You know who this is. They care about you. I want to say they believe in you, and they just want you to be happy. They want you to be you. And it seems like they're like, this person may have an understanding too that maybe as a Cancer, you know, maybe you're a little sensitive, like, right? As we know, it's a strength. It's not a weakness. But it's giving me this feeling of like, Cancer, don't worry, I got your back. I'll take care of this. Cancer, don't worry. I'll, you know, do what you got to do. I'll make sure this person doesn't talk to you or whatever. Like, it just feels like a supportive, I'm around your perimeter. I'm guarding the gates on your behalf for a lot of you. Again, especially that Two of Cups and that Three of Cups, there also seems to be, I mean, my God, look at this, right? Look at that. The World and the Wheel of Fortune both talk about cycles, completions, ebbs and flows of life, but really in the positive sense for you, that there's growth and opening, and things are opening up for you. But the Two of Cups and the Three of Cups, there's also an elevation or a very fast growth with you and a person here, in terms of your dynamic with each other. Okay, this is like someone who wants to be of service with you, by your side, or for you. This could even be someone who wants to work with, like, you know, be an employee or something like that. So some of you. Anyway, moving on. Beautiful Cancer. Scorpio. Get a little sip of coffee first. Yo, I gotta cut my hair. It's getting to be too much hair. Like, and it's gotten all kinds of like different lengths now. All right, Scorpio. Whew. Scorpio, what's going on for my Scorps? Scorpio, red, black, and white are coming up for you. Those are power colors. Those are not just for Scorpio, but like generally speaking, those are like powerful spiritual colors to be working with together. Why do you have a heavy heart? Some of you have a heavy heart at this time. Scorpio, I'm getting quite a few things now. You may be bubbling a little bit. It feels like you're having to almost like recalibrate something with you. Maybe even like your root. I feel like it's a source of empowerment or a source of like steadiness, stability, confidence. This is what I'm getting with you. Like you're trying to like scoot your way back into something, but it feels like your own center is what it feels like. And maybe after a tough time, maybe after something unexpected, maybe just after a lot of life, just life in, and you just need a little bit of a bubble recalibration time. That's what I'm getting with you. But I am getting like a bit of a ping here. Disappointment. Some kind of disappointment. It's giving me 5 of Cups. Can I get a card for Scorpio? Tree of Life could be significant for you. I'm starting to get like Celtic with you, which is interesting. Somebody that's not like your normal resonance, but it's coming up at this time. Scorpio. Celtic knots specifically are coming. Oh, I just got chills as I said that. Celtic knots specifically, you'll know how that applies to you and how, you know, if that is for you. It's not for everybody. Yeah, I'm starting to get like fae and stuff. This is interesting, Scorpio. You may be feeling called to nature, back to nature. That's been collective too. And look at you coming out as the Queen of Pentacles, the earthy queen. The earthy queen. Okay. Yeah, again, this is about your stability. This is about your stability. This is about you being grounded, being stable, being centered, and not just materially, but energetically. Energetically, emotionally, it just feels like making sure that you feel really good, solid, and strong in yourself, in your life at this time. You feel empowered at this time. There is definitely a nod here, Scorpio, to earth magic. That's pretty clear with all this Celtic stuff coming up, the Celtic knots. I'm very curious about that for you. But even like the Tree of Life coming up, the like fae, it's feeling very earth magic to me. I think you would really benefit from spending some time in nature if you don't do that regularly. Or even like taking a little vacation, go rent a cabin or something and just go be in nature for a while. Maybe you want to do that. Maybe you feel like you don't have the leeway to. So maybe there's finances going on here as well. Yeah, some of you guys have a lot of responsibilities. Some of you, there's something either like financially or with responsibilities or even work that, again, it's like you're trying to like have a strong sense of footing for, but these may be restrictions to what you feel called to do at this time. I keep getting the call to nature for you and the call to like earth magic things like this. And you may feel like you can't. It's interesting too with the Queen of Pentacles, right? Because the queens are about receiving. This queen is a little different though. She's a multitasker. She does it all. She's the money manager. She's the mama bear, or he, you know, speaking in just like gender energetics. I guess is a good term for that. She's the money manager. She's the mama bear. She takes care of the house. She takes care of herself. She goes, works out. Like she does it. She does it all. Horses may be a thing for you as well. I want to get another card for you. There's something about this energy that you're in. Almost like I'm getting something about movement. Like it's hard for you to move the way you want. There's a lot of multi-level understandings about what I just said for different people. One more card for Scorpio here that can help Scorpio. That can help Scorpio at this time. More Earth. Page of Pentacles. Some of you, this is about being a parent or responsible for another person or being responsible for your own creations. That's also what the Queen of Pentacles can speak about. But this is like Page and the Queen are usually like parent-child. Again, not always. Could even be like grandparent and grandchild, or needing to look after someone who's younger than you. This could even be someone that you employ. This could even be someone that you are a teacher to, right? These are kinds of things here. They brought up the child again. So similar to Cancer, tending to the inner child as well. This is all about your stability, Scorpio. This is all about your stability, your sense of centeredness, your sense of confidence, being materially taken care of, but energetically solid as well. And you may need to connect with the inner child a little bit to do that as you like recenter here. Yeah, okay, let's move on to Pisces. Fishies. Hey, Pisces. How are my Pisceans today? Ooh, the Empress and Emperor just made a little bit of appearance. Maybe you're doing really good. Oh, shit. Hold on a second. Half the deck got flipped around. Okay. Pisces. Any messages or insights for Pisces at this time? I don't know if you guys like board games. Some of you guys are playing board games. I just saw like a rolling of dice. Reds and purples coming up for you. Red came up for Taurus. Purple came up for Aquarius. These could be signs that are important to you, not necessarily. It feels very playful. Sometimes when they show me dice, actually more than sometimes, when they show me dice, it's about taking a risk or taking a chance or a leap of faith, taking a roll of the dice. Maybe some of you guys play D&D. Pisces, I feel like you're in a playful state, which is beautiful, but I also feel you're wondering if you should roll the dice on something. You may be feeling the moment. Hold on, let me come back to the collective read here. You may be sensing that you're in a moment right now to jump on, to act on. It feels risky to you though. Hey, shoot your shot. We had a good time yesterday over on Patreon. I won't lie. Doing the full moon Cappy hangout, we got a little spicy. Things got a little saucy sexually, topic wise. I don't know, maybe that's part of this for you, but we had a really great time, and we were talking about like taking risks and chances with like dating and romance and sex and all of that. You always gotta try. You might as well try and shoot your shot if you're like into someone, you know? Anyway, Pisces. Can I get a card for Pisces? Yeah, again, reds and purples. Can I get a card for Pisces? Oh God, yeah, Pisces. We have Hermit with the Hierophant, Virgo and Taurus. So earthy energy is coming up for you, but majors, which also tells me that this is kind of significant for you. And you're evaluating the Hierophant, which means you're evaluating ethics and morals. Is this right? Is this not right? You could also be contemplating certain obligations and contracts you're bound to at this time. And with this playful energy I'm getting with you, I feel like you don't want to be super bound right now, but I feel like the Hierophant's coming up more in the realm of ethics, because again, it's like you're contemplating taking a chance on something. You're just not sure if it's the right thing to do. Six of Wands though. Victory's possible here with the Queen of Swords and Six of Wands, and you know that. One final card for Pisces here that can help Pisces in this situation. Now, you do you, have discernment. You're the master of your own life. Maybe this is just my Lilith Sag talking. Taking a risk is always worth it. But again, Lilith Sag. So, can I get another card for Pisces? One final card for Pisces here that can help Pisces, that can support Pisces. I keep getting just try. Again, do what you want, free will. One final card, please. Yeah. Six of Swords, movement. We also have, oh, yeah, look at this. We have the Knight of Cups, Five of Cups, King of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. You may be wondering if taking this risk is going to jeopardize something long-term for you, like your future or a career situation or something you've put a lot of time and energy into. But the Five of Cups is telling me you're not feeling great about it if you don't. Like, this is you taking a chance. This is your court card, right? This is you going for it. Not going for it, this is kind of how you're feeling. Like, you may have something solid in your life or something that's very safe and predictable and assured, but the Five of Cups being there, it's almost like, if I don't do this, I will regret it. That's kind of how this is coming through. So you might as well just shoot your shot. Again, you also have the Six of Swords come out here. Both cards of movement, forward, and also being open to the possibilities. Both of these cards speak to that. So do what you will, but might as well try. Fire. Let's get into Aries. Aries. How are the Rams? What's going on with the Rams? I'm getting a library. Maybe some of you guys are accessing the Akashic records. Maybe you guys are in a period of learning. There's something weird about this library imagery, though. It feels like hunting for information, which can be learning. But I don't know. I don't really get this energy for you guys. You're hunting down information. Or someone's hunting down information in your field. Reds and oranges are coming up. Red's a good color today. Reds and oranges, though. Aries, what are you looking for? What are you looking for? Fast Friday. Yeah, I explained in the beginning why I'm moving so fast today. I've been guided, so for those who came in late, I've been guided to do a lot less lives. And I've been having, I'll be honest, I've been having a hard time letting go. Okay. And I wasn't going to do a live today. And I'm just like, oh, it feels so wrong not to. So this is me baby stepping it. Okay. This is me baby stepping that. Anyway, Aries. I wouldn't be surprised if we get just swords for you. Can I get a card for Aries, please? Oh, so the World card came out, which I think is positive here. It did come out in reverse. I don't read reversals anymore. At this point, as long as I've been reading tarot, I can kind of feel when the shadow is out for a card. And I do feel like Aries, there's something, I do feel some kind of resistance here with the World card. Now, the World card can indicate, right, massive change happening, but the World card can also indicate like social media, right, or international foreign endeavors, Saturnian energy, fixed energy. And I am getting a little bit like whatever you're hunting down or trying to figure out, it's almost slowing something down for you. I don't know if you know that or not. I need another card for Aries, please. What is Aries trying to hunt down? What is Aries hunting down? What is Aries hunting down? So it's interesting because like at first I thought you're just looking for information, which I think you are. Probably looking for truth, right? Or clarity of some kind. But the hunting is the word that wanted to be used with you, which has been collective. And that is totally the Mars Virgo energy. In and of itself, Mars Virgo has nothing to do with hunters or hunting, but it's a natural consequence of that energy because Mars, the action force, right? The initiating force, the masculine energy, exalted masculine energy is natural with precision and strategy and keeping an eye line on things, on focus. Virgo is very similar, and Virgo helps us to actually be more focused and strategic with certain things, creating some of that hunter energy. But anyway, what is Aries hunting? What is Aries on the hunt for? Two of Pentacles. The right decision. Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. So Aries, it's kind of what I was getting with like just the collective right now. We're in this phase or window of energy where we're catching beautiful moments of unfoldment, of movement forward, of fate, of synchronicity, the right moment to act and say the thing that would help us to align to our desires. I feel like what you're doing here, there's almost, we don't have swords out here, but I keep getting swords with you, that there may be a little bit of over intellectualizing something versus using your instincts, right? Orange, red, using your primal instincts, your gut instincts to catch the right moment, because it's like, however you're going about something, it's slowing something down for you. Like it's slowing a change, or it's slowing a transition, or it's making it prolonged, delayed, harder than it needs to be, because you're trying to hunt or like figure out the right choice. Yeah, look at that. Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Cups. Now, Aries, I know you're not gonna like what I have to say. You may need some stillness. Sorry. Oh my God, Ten of Swords at the top. You may need some stillness to feel this out, or at least to get in the right space within yourself, to feel the right moments and to feel what's trying to happen around you. Because I feel like this is a natural energetic thing that you're actually fighting. Okay. All right, Leo. Leo. What's going on for my lions? Oh, by the way, you came up in Taurus's reading a little bit. I just saw a lion in Taurus's reading. So if you have any Taurus in your chart, I'd check it out. Leo. Leo. What's going on for Leo? What's going on for the lions? A lot of yellows with you. Your natural, well, gold really is your natural color, but a lot of solar, sun energy with you, which is always nice in a Leo read. Not really getting much else for you. Maybe you're sitting pretty. So I think this came out for Taurus as well. No. It wasn't for Taurus. Shoot, was it Aquarius? Now I don't remember. I think it was another fixed sign. But anyway, this is the court card for Taurus coming up in your reading. I feel like I just feel a lot of Taurus energy around you. This is sitting pretty, actually. This is being very solid. I feel like there's something going on though. It's like, it's really veiled. It's really veiled. It almost has this vibe of like, yeah, on the surface, things look good. And maybe that's all that matters. There's something. I can't put my finger on it. Can I get another card for, what is this that I'm sensing but don't have the words for? What is this that I'm sensing but I don't have the words for? What is this that I'm sensing but I don't have the words for with Leo? Yeah, they keep showing me the sun with you, which to me is positive, but I'm like, there's something about it that feels weird. Judgment. So we have Seven of Swords on the bottom. Yeah, Leo, I was like, there's something. I can sense it. I don't think it's on the surface though. I think on the surface you look like this. You look at the King of Pentacles. Chill as a cucumber. Okay? Cool as a cucumber. Life is fine. Things are fine. Things are steady. And again, I keep seeing the sun, which is like you, which is you. Hey, do we have mods in here? I think we still have our mods in here. I know it's probably hard to catch all these peeps. Hold on. Hold up, guys. I'll come back, Leo. Thank you, Soul Storyteller. You can just push them out. You don't have to just delete their comments. You can just push them out. Hold on a second. We're getting there, guys. See, these negative energies out here, right? So it happens when you get a lot of light in one space. All right. Did we get them all? I think we did. Thank you, mods. Thank you, thank you. That was insane. Yeah. Right? Right? Let's see. Hold on a second. Good Lord. Too much light for that nonsense. Yeah. My phone is like not cooperating. There's still, yeah, I know. There's a lot of them right now. There we go. Thank you, Stacy. How have the racists found WaterBaby? Oh, they're always lurking. They're always lurking. Report. Let's see. Yeah, so, you know, just also putting that out there, guys. When you see comments like that, yeah, just go for the full throttle of just like reporting and banning and all that stuff. What is going on? I know, guys, I know. The mods are on it. Hold on. I can see why you don't want to be live anymore. Well, Spirit told me. Spirit told me. Means we really need to listen to what she's saying. Imagine being so full of hate. Yeah, I mean, people who have like high levels of hate like that, right? Unfortunately, they are completely not in their hearts at all. A lot of them are really highly compromised spiritually, because hate is not something that's natural. Let's see. With all of them came made a plan. Wait, today to come on here with foolery. Yeah. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. Let's see. Okay. Okay. You should see some of the crazy emails I get, not like that you guys don't even see here on YouTube. Unfortunately, there are a lot of compromised people out here in the world. I have like one person who's been nonstop emailing me for actually, oh my God, it's been almost a year and a half now. Like constant, just like nonsensical, demonic gibberish. Let's see. There we go. I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, that's also another reason why Spirit wants me to pull my energy back. Plus, there's other things to be focusing on too that I do need space for. What a weirdly depressing way to spend your free time. Yeah. Can you start doing subscribers only? I mean, I could. Either way, I'm going to be taking a step back from lives either way for a while. All right, I think we're good. I think so. Oh, I know, that was kind of exhausting, right? Love how you don't lose yourself in the hate. It's gibberish. It's like it's not even human. It's, you know. Hold on a second. Oh yeah, I'll still post. Yes, I'm not like disappearing. I'm not disappearing at all. Yeah, I'm not disappearing. Things just need to shift. I love how we all went into collective blocking. Yeah. 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 AI probably. But it's interesting. So Leo, I know, sorry about that, Leos. You're like, what the heck? My reading got hijacked. I mean, no one has had the Seven of Swords yet, Leo. And I kept sensing there was something going on. And it felt very, y'all heard that? And it felt very like veiled. And you keep coming up as the King of Pentacles here, right? Which again says very solid, things are good. I kept getting the sun with you, but I couldn't shake it that something felt off. And then when I honed in on that and asked, like, what is it that I'm sensing? And that, but I don't have the words for, and it's judgment. Oh, buddy. Speaking of Leo, this cat just like took up half the desk to lay in the sun. He's so adorable. Anyway, and so this is what's going on that I didn't have words for, that I was sensing with you, that judgment is being called in your life in some way, shape, or form. And I do feel like it's about some karmic energies. And I want to say some energies that are really not good for you here. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay. But it's in relation to the Seven of Swords in your life. This could be a lot of things, right? It's like we know Seven of Swords is about the things that lurk in the dark. It's also about needing to look at something differently. It's also about kind of moving a little bit in the shadow for good reasons sometimes. But that's what's being called in your life. I want to say you're being awakened to, actually, Leo. That you may feel like things are fine, you may feel okay, but maybe there has been some things or people, right, in your life that have this Seven of Swords energy, and Spirit is like, yo, you need to pay attention to this and you can't ignore this anymore, right? Yeah, look at that. Underneath the bottom, we have Temperance. So Leo, however, judgment, Ten of Swords. So Leo, however the Seven of Swords is existing in your life here, I do have the feeling that you have been either ignoring it or just not looking at it, or maybe you've just been trying to focus on really positive things and so you just don't look at it. But judgment's here for a reason. Judgment's here for a reason. Katarina, thank you. Thank you so much, sis. Judgment's here for a reason, and I think it's worth being open to that. Because the other thing is, with that, we did have Temperance and the Ten of Swords not too far away behind it, right? I'm wondering if there will be a Tower moment, Leo, if you don't pay attention to this, okay? Oh, these just flipped out of the deck as I'm trying to put the cards down. And Judgment is also trying to awaken you to this, trying to get you to pay attention to this so that Temperance, you can do something about it, okay? Yeah, look at that. Ten of Swords and the Eight of Cups with the Fool. Leo, some of you, the Seven of Swords energy, the way it's existing in your life is actually kind of keeping you restricted. Some of you, it may actually have to do with you being a King of Pentacles. So it may have to do with your money, your work, how you feel stable and confident. Some of you, it is an image thing or things tied to image, like people, right? It could even be people you know that are somehow tied to your standing at work or your financial standing. But I see you that like the solution here is to be free of it. And I mean free. Like the Fool is the beginning of the, I almost said zodiac. The Fool is the beginning of the tarot, right? Totally fearless, no attachments, starting over even for some of you, but it's being completely free. And Eight of Cups also is not an easy card. Eight of Cups is like, I am letting go of emotional investments and things I'm emotionally attached to, people included. Look at, yeah, it's like, it's giving me this vibe of starting over because you go from the King of Pentacles, and if you acknowledge the Seven of Swords, whatever that is for you, right? You eventually make your way to the Page, which is kind of starting over on a new cycle or a new path or situation regarding Pentacles, because the Page becomes the King. And we go through many cycles like this, right? Yeah. Interesting, Leo. Interesting. Let's move into Sag, last but not least. Okay. Sagittarius. Saggy. What's going on, Saggies? Any messages or insights for Sagittarius? Any messages or insights for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Where are you, Sag? Where are you? Do you know where you are? You may be a little disassociated at this time. Yeah, we did everyone. We're on the last one right now. Sagittarius. Sag. I'm going to sit with you for a minute here. What's going on with you? It's like you're here, but you're not here. That's kind of how it's feeling to me. It's giving me a little bit of Four of Cups, like disassociated or checked out. Maybe you're feeling a little floaty. Maybe you're up in the realms. That could also be the case. I just feel like you're not like grounded in yourself right now. But sometimes that's just where we're at. Sometimes it's just where we find ourselves. Sagittarius. I just heard zoo. Maybe you're going to the zoo. I don't know. Maybe you think the world is a zoo. I don't know. There's something about the word zoo. Take that for what you will. Even the letter Z feels prominent. I just heard zebra. I don't know. That's just fascinating to me. But anyway, Sag, let me come back to you here. I feel like you're tired, Sag. I feel like you're tired. Yeah, maybe you just need a break, man. Sag, you might just need a break. Because I'm getting this like fatigue, but I'm also getting like apathy, a little disassociation, a little out of the body, maybe even a little sad, maybe a little bluesy. I think you just need a break. You just need a timeout. Maybe you need a spa day. I'm super dizzy in your energy, by the way. Five of Pentacles. No one's had this card yet today, Sag. Five of Pentacles. You're pretty dissatisfied with things right now, but it could just be just a general like bluesy day. You know, sometimes we get like that. Sometimes we're like, you know what? I just need to be a sad and unhappy human being right now, and that's okay. Some of you, that's just straight up what it is. Like you're just not feeling very satisfied with anything right now. Again, bluesy, disassociated, maybe a little bit of touch of depression, apathy, all the things I just said. It feels a little like in the cynical realm here. Some of you, it could be over finances. I don't necessarily feel that. It feels deeper than that. It just feels like you're just having a day, maybe even a few days. I am getting like it's not fair. You could be feeling like something in your life is not fair and it's making you feel kind of bluesy. Let me get one more for you. One more for Sag. I keep hearing zoo. I don't know what this whole zoo thing is about. Yes, you feel like something's not fair. Page of Wands, and we have Ace of Wands on the bottom with the Nine of Pentacles. Between the 9 and the 5, that's a 4 of Pentacles energy, which is a card about power, saving money, or trying to hold on to something or hold on to your position. But the 5 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, this is feeling like your Page of Wands energy is not happy. Like your inner child isn't happy. Your sense of adventure, curiosity, fun, play is not being met. Your needs. Your playful needs are not being met, Sag. And maybe you feel like it's out of your control. But again, with the Ace of Wands at the bottom, yeah, you want to feed your fire. You want to feed your sense of play. And dare I say freedom? The Nine of Pentacles, yeah, was underneath that. The Nine of Pentacles also speaks to that, freedom. And with the 4 of Pentacles, between the 9 and the 5, I think you've been in a situation, or you've been holding on to something that's been creating the 5 of Pentacles. It's been creating the 5 of Pentacles, and it's also been taking away from your sense of fun. It's been taking away from your fire. And dare I say freedom. So, Sag, you may need to like just take a day, a weekend, whatever, and just indulge in your inner child a little bit, indulge in your fire. Some of you guys actually need physical rest is what I'm gathering. Some of you, there's like physical drain happening here, or financial, but either way. You need a day or two, maybe even 3, to get into this and maybe be honest with yourself as to what is actually draining you or what's putting you in this 5 of Pentacles energy, because I feel like you feel bound to it, or you are in a bind that is creating this in your life. But I think you can be free of it. I think you can be free of it. It's at the top. At the top, we have Gemini, Lovers. There's that 4 of Pentacles. With the 9 of Cups, I'm gonna get one more. And the Page of Swords. almost called you Gemini. I was just getting a few things. So Sag, I'm giving you a little bit of a longer reading since your last. Lovers, the Four of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, and the Page of Swords. This is funky here because with the Nine of Cups and the Page of Swords, this is having an idea of what makes you happy and fulfilled, and either doing research on it or not being able to take your eyes off of it, off the target, right? Which is also very Sag. That Four of Pentacles energy is kind of what I was getting here. It's like the Four of Pentacles, like the way you're holding something or attaching to something is creating the Five for you to the point where your own fire, you're not able to like feed your fire, but it's attached to the Lovers, which is about alignment and making big life decisions and sometimes about a relationship. Some of you could feel like there's a relationship that's keeping you from having the freedom you want. Some of you, that's absolutely the case because Nine of Cups is usually internal fulfillment. But some of you, I almost want to say it's like, it's actually about holding back. Some of you have been holding back in a Four of Pentacles stance. And holding back has just made you feel crappy. Because, I mean, you're Sag. You're not designed to hold back. I'm just saying. You're not. You're designed to be wild and free. You're not designed to hold back. I'm starting to think that's for most of you. Like you're almost holding back in terms of the Lovers, in terms of making a big decision, or in terms of going after what makes you happy, which would offer you balance. And some of you are holding back in terms of a relationship. Again, others of you, a relationship can actually be holding you back and you want more personal happiness and independence, especially with the Nine of Pentacles showing too, and you would know if that's the case. But I think most of you are like restraining yourself for whatever reason. Again, since you're last, let's go a little deeper into this. Tell me about the Four of Pentacles. Oh, Sag, it's just got a little bit more extra. So we don't have any cups here. We don't. I'm gonna show you guys the cards in a minute. We don't have any cups here, but I'm feeling very emotional. Oh no, that's not true. We have the Nine of Cups. I'm feeling emotional with the cards that just came out. So I was trying to clarify this Four of Pentacles, which again seems to be the source of your disappointment and discomfort. And you're feeling like you're not free or you're not like in balance, right? The Four of Pentacles is creating the Five for you. Clarifying the Four of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, the Seven of Wands, and the King of Wands. Very fascinating. Again, some of you, there's a relationship at play here with the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. But it's weird. Okay? It's like the Four of Swords with the Seven of Wands feels like boundary, feels like distance. But again, that's restraint, right? And I think that's literally making you feel worse. That's making you feel crappy when you're like, well, I'll show you. When you're like, I know what I want. I know what I want. I want to go have it. I want to go experience it. Even with the King of Wands being here, right? King of Wands acts. King of Wands goes. King of Wands does what they want to feel good, right? King of Wands does do that with maturity, obviously, because it's a king. Some of you are feeling bound by financial responsibilities or just adulting. And that has actually made you feel like, no, I need to rest. I need to do this. I need to do that. I need to keep maintaining my life. I need to keep doing this, right? Holding Four of Pentacles, right? Saving money, holding things down, maintaining things. And then because of that, you don't have an outlet for your play. So some of you, that's the case. But others of you where there's a relationship at play here, I got to be honest, this is feeling like there's like a wall or a boundary or resistance occurring between you and another person. And, you know, sometimes we need space between people in our life. That's just like natural ebb and flow of relationships. But if that has been happening, I don't think you've been liking it. I think you've been feeling like, I want to go play with my person. I want to flirt with my person. I want to have fun with my person. You don't have to be separated from someone to be in this energy. It's just a energy of distance, of boundaries, bubbling, if you will, okay? But yeah, some of you, it's more financial responsibilities that are getting in the way of you being able to have fun. Okay. But yeah, very interesting, Sag. Anyway, we're complete. And thank you guys for hanging out with me today and for being patient as we all dealt with the weird bot situation. Like I said, I'm not going to be live as much over here. But you will see me. I'm going to be posting. I'm not going away. But make sure your notification settings are on so that you don't miss any announcements or anything like that as well. I'm still going to be very active on Patreon as well. My patrons, you already know. We kind of talked about it yesterday. But yeah, I'm going to depart. But I hope you guys have a great Friday and a great weekend and a great rest of your full moon energy. And I'll see you guys later. All right. Bye. Take care.